first question first, the design for learning. And here we need to look at different stages. We also, for good learning design, need a knowledge engine. We used to call that the SME or the source, and we need to have the information vetted and signed off. Right, that's especially critical in areas of health and safety and compliance, etc. But also generally, we want to know that our knowledge engine, whatever it is, a body of text, videos, questions, that is vetted and signed off and good quality. For that knowledge engine, we can utilize AI, especially where, if you want to utilize general AI, where sources on the web are good. So where the web knowledge engine for generative AI is already good. But that has its limitations. If you're designing a course for something very specific to your organization or to your sector, then the knowledge engine on the web won't be that good. And then there's not much shortcutting there, other than utilizing the tool to say, suggest me some questions to this body of text. Suggest me some summaries to this body of text. Suggest me some bullet points. But in order to then move that into the design, that is where the human element still will feature heavily, because there's no shortcut for good learning design. If you want to design for practice and for repetition and interleaving, all of those things with good examples, good use cases, and good practice exercises, that still will need to be designed well and thought through. Then AI can come in again to help with the visuals, to help piece these ideas together, to help put the text together. But the AI is nowhere near yet utilizing what we've given it to build proper learning in line with multimedia learning principles and evidence-based practice. Right? We need visuals, we need text and images. We need to highlight the right bit of the right image at the right time to foster good learning. My example is always, imagine going through an electric circuit and explaining that, and imagine trying to do that without highlighting the right element at the right time when talking about it. That doesn't work. And no AI can go in at this point in time and highlight the right element while the text is talking about that element in the circuit. We're nowhere near that yet. So the bits and pieces AI can support, and AI will be able to support as generative AI in terms of text and summaries and bullet points and questions, but also with other elements of making slide decks, helping making nice elements with speakers and images and those things, piecing it together. I think those are the areas where I think the AI will do the most. Is in each aspect of the design process, there might be a tool that can make that aspect better. At the center is still the human, and at the center is still human grade learning design. There's no shortcut for that. And that is a huge problem, because you can't really protect yourself from that, is the blunt, straightforward answer. If someone is sharing information with the system, then the system is taking that information and might in the future work with that information. So the mistake is exactly the same as if you take lots of personal data and email it to Mr. Altman at OpenAI. Right, that's the same GDPR breach as when you're putting it in. If you wouldn't email it to 10 random people in the world, don't put it into ChatGPT. Don't put it into any large language model. Is the summary. Can you protect against that? No. And so we really again need to have that dialogue and make it really clear that it might be an accelerator. I love that phrase. But we really have to be careful with proprietary data and with data privacy. Those are aspects where we're relying more heavily, possibly than ever, on each individual doing their bit. But I would summarize it as if you're not willing to randomly email it to 10 people somewhere in the world, then don't put it in.
Love this conversation and love these great discussions that we've had. And thank you so much, facilitators, for summarizing some of the outputs and themes from our session today. We'd love to also continue this conversation. As we mentioned, this truly is the start of our journey. We've just gotten wet in terms of understanding what's possible in our learning from our peers. I do highly recommend that you do reach out with further questions you have. We are happy to be able to answer your questions. We will address them.